On today's Daily Slab, we are talking about a future Hall of Famer that is potentially on the move. We are also going to discuss how to figure out your Bowman Chrome parallel prices, and we are going to be discussing the upcoming releases for this week. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's Daily Slab. Welcome everyone to the Daily Slab. I am Nate, and our trender for today is Aaron Rodgers. Now, I will admit, I am recording this before any Aaron Rodgers news has broken. There have been some rumors that the Jets and the Packers have agreed to a deal, but Aaron Rodgers has to sign off on it. There's been Aaron Rodgers talking to Brandon Marshall and seeming like he was pretty open to going to New York. The Packers seem like they're pretty open to sending him to New York. The Jets seem like they're pretty open to having Aaron Rodgers on their team, and they think they're a Super Bowl contender. But we don't know any of that yet, so this is all up in the air so far. We have no idea if it has happened yet or not as of this recording. So if it has already happened, well, some of this news, not really important because it will change drastically after he is traded. But all of that is happening, and yet you can see Rodgers' card here, his Topps Chrome Refractor Rookie PSA 9. That has dropped 68% in the last year. That's a big drop. He had a pretty bad year. Obviously, he's coming off a back-to-back MVP season, so that card is very high. And then he has a terrible year. He played with a broken thumb the entire time, and now it has gone down, 68%. Now, if he was to get traded to New York, to the Jets, Jets fans themselves would probably boost this back up. Maybe not the 68% it's lost, but they would boost it back up because the excitement would be unbelievable. After having watched, the Zach Wilsons and the Sam Darnolds and the Mark Sanchez's and all those guys since Brett Favre way back in the day, and even Brett Favre wasn't that good for them. It's been a long time coming for the Jets wanting a good QB, and getting Aaron Rodgers would be a huge, huge boon to both his card market and to that Jets team. Even if he played as poorly as he did last year, the Jets would probably be a playoff team. And he didn't play great, and I think most of that was because of a broken thumb. So we shall see. As for a Packers, and from a Packers fan standpoint, it just seems like it's one of those times where it's just time to move on, get what you can. Thank him for his years. He gave us a ton of great years. He won a Super Bowl. He won multiple MVPs, 4 MVPs. And let's see what Jordan Love can do in the future and go from there. And hopefully Aaron Rodgers, if the Packers can't win a Super Bowl next year, hopefully Aaron Rodgers could win a Super Bowl with the Jets. But what we know now is that it hasn't been moved, and his card has dropped 68%. All right, in our post of the week, we've got this post from Chrome Prospects on Instagram. And he has this Bowman Chrome color multiplier for autos. And it's funny to me because this is actually how SlabStox kind of started. We did start with graphs, but our first big thing was coming out with Bowman Chrome prospect multipliers for colors and going from there. And let me tell you, people hated it. Some people liked it. A lot of people hated it. And we have moved on since then, but it is fun to see another one come up years and years later, about 5 years after we released ours. Here is this. And so you have, it is just autos. It's not the base, the non-autos, right? So you can see that there. It's just autos. And so it goes base as a 1 times multiplier. So if you have a $100 base card, it's $100. Green parallels, so green wave, green speckle, not true green, but green speckle, green those. 1.5 times, so you're talking $150 if the base is 100. And you can go down that list. You can see it on your screen. I would suggest pausing, maybe screenshotting that, or going and looking up Chrome Prospects to look at it. But you can see it there. It goes all the way down to Superfractor 200 times, in which he makes a comment that you can really just make your own price for Superfractors. It could be 400 times. It could be 600 times. Whatever it might be, it doesn't matter because you own the only one-on-one, so you set the price. What's interesting here is if the base is $100, he's saying that red should be $4,000. Red parallels $2,000, oranges $2,000, and so on and so forth. You let me know if you agree. He also adds the PSA and BGS multipliers at the bottom. Let me know what you think on this list. I haven't done enough research into all the different multipliers and different colors to be able to say, yes, this is legit, or no, this isn't legit. But maybe you have at home and you can share in the YouTube comments on if you believe this is legit. I just thought it was interesting enough to pass along to everyone who watches this in case you want a baseline for where to go for your parallel needs, because it's a lot of times it's hard to figure out, hey, I spent $200 on this purple and this speckle came up out of $299. What should I spend on that? Or this refractor came up. What should I spend on that? Or, oh, there's a gold and I spent $200 on the purple, and you can move on from there. So use this. Again, I'm not endorsing it. I don't know how accurate it is, but I did think it was cool enough to share with all of you. And then lastly, in what's happening, we've got our release schedule for the week, and it's a little bit of a light week from a quantity standpoint, but there is one really major quality set in here releasing. So on 3/15, we've got 2022 Bowman Heritage Baseball. We also have 2022 Donruss Elite Basketball and 2021 SP Game Used CHL Hockey. Shout out to CHL. They have a minor league hockey team here in Spokane, where I live, so that's fun to watch. The Spokane Chiefs. Always a good time. But the big release, obviously, is the 2022 Prism Football. A lot of people looking forward to that because of Brock Purdy and because of a decent number of the offensive weapons that are not named QBs. Malik Willis, guys like that didn't have big years or play at all. But there are a lot of position players. I know personally, if I can find some Christian Watson or some Romeo Doubs, I would love to do that. So we'll see how it goes for 2022 Prism Football. Obviously, QBs carry the market, and there's not a ton of QB play. And the one QB that is there is injured in Brock Purdy. So we'll see how it goes. But it is the big release for this week. And then lastly, on the 17th, you've got 2022 Leaf Metal Baseball releasing as well. So those are the release schedule and the releases for this week. So if you're into that, go check out your hobby shops or online, eBay or Blowout or somewhere like that to get your newest product, or maybe even Whatnot. If there are Whatnot shows for those products, you can check that out as well. So happy collecting. All right, and one last thing. If you are watching this and you want to join Aaron and I for our SlabStox Live later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, would love to have you. We always talk about various numbers of subjects. Can't tell you what they are right now because I don't know yet, but it's always a good time. The comment section is always busy with like-minded collectors, and you can come in, talk to collectors, talk to us, have a great time on a Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. All right, thank you everyone who watched this video today. If you liked it, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I will talk to you guys on Tuesday for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.